car last night. Those of you guys that stayed late into the night, it's a turbo diesel funny car that he's running in Super Comp. And when he pedaled it down there, it was a riot. I mean, this big, thick, black cloud that just disappeared for a second. You go, well, it's like watching a top fuel car pedal at night. There was no mistake in the fact that he was off the gas. Well, these guys are down a wheel racing at 200 miles an hour. Mallory Rogers and Ed Ridenhour. Mallory, the second-generation racer, formerly Mallory McCullough. You remember her from the junior days, from Super Gas and Super Comp days. Oklahoma in the left side. Texas in the right side. Red light starting to right. Out of here. Mallory gets the nod. 664. 202 miles an hour. 758 for Ed, who was the number 32 qualifier, one of only 2 cars that was dialed in the 7-second zone. Survived the first round. Fourth in the second round. Here comes an interesting matchup. Paul Gladden. Left side. I believe he's got the biggest engine still left in the category.
It's still top
Kyle had an 800 engine that bowed out last night.
Next time.
727 cubic inch shotgun Ford. That's that Rolling Thunder, and let me tell you, that thing makes some thunder. It's a West Coast car in from California. It'll be part of the O'Reilly Spring Nationals presented by Pennzoil. Mario Bosch in the right side. He's out of Louisiana. These guys are back in the staging lane talking about lane choice, and Paul said, you know, the left lane feels a little closer to home for me. And Mario said, you know, the right lane's closer to home for me. So they didn't even have to flip. I love it when a plan comes together. The supercharged car this time is going to leave first. And then that big old 720 cubic inch Ford will try to run Mario down before they get to the finish line stripe. Super stock, you need to be back in the lanes, please. Super stock back in the lanes. And coming up short. How about 686? How about 188 miles an hour? Mario had some room to play down there. 663 at 207 for Paul. Paul missed the tree, and then the car fell off a little bit. Mario eased out of the throttle and eased into the next round. As Brandon Chauvin pulls up. He was runner-up in the division trail last year, the Lucas Oil Championship Series down here in the home division. Another Louisiana matchup. Brandon left side out of Gonzales. Shane Lachine out of Eunice. If you added these two together, they have 1,264 cubic inches. 1,264. That's 2.5 Pro Stock motors. Brandon Chauvin, who finished runner-up in the division last year, was the champ the year before that. One of the big-time players down here in D4. Shane's looking over going, I ain't scared. Difference in dial is exactly 1/10 of a second when the tree counts down. Couple of mono strut wing big block rides. Maybe he should have been. 656, 201 the speed. Brandon wins it. Shane Lejean goes trip, zip, perfect on the reaction timer. But he couldn't run the number. He goes 669 in that left room. Brandon, who wasn't bad on the tree at 010. Snuck down there and won it by 18 foul. Mike Weaver now and Alan Constantine. That's Mike over there on the left side. Simple Vulcan logic then would dictate that Alan must be the guy over here on the right side. Louisiana versus Texas this time. The Rare Morrison power plant here on the right side. You see him purging the nitrous. That does two things. A, it makes sure that you've got liquid right up to the solenoid, so when you push the button, it hits immediately. Gonna purge all of the we're taking a little extra time down there. You purge all the vapor out of the system, make sure there's liquid right at the solenoid. The other thing it does is adjust the bottle pressure, which is one of the tuning tools that they use with these things. So Mike Weaver, Alan Constantine, couple of nitrous injected big block monsters. Texas against Louisiana, and your Texas cars over there on the left side. sure what was going on down there. They took a lot of time before they staged the car. And whether Alan blinked or flinched or what happened, but he missed the tree badly. Even at 201 miles an hour, he was not going to catch Mike. Reaction time, oh so important. How fast you react to the tree. Think about it like this, okay? How about if you're giving me, like in this case, Jimmy Irby on the left side, Britt Cummings on the right side. They're dialed 1/100th of a second apart. Let's say hypothetically, Britt Cummings is perfect on the tree, and Jimmy misses it. That means Britt could actually leave the starting line first, even though he was supposed to give up the head start. That's going to make it really hard on Jimmy. On the other hand, Jimmy's supposed to get 100. Let's say Jimmy's perfect, and Britt misses it. All of a sudden, that 100th of a second head start might turn into 500s, or 600s, or a 10. It's going to be tougher for Britt to make up the gap. So the driver spent so much time working on practice trees, reaction time testers, getting dialed in. It's for this moment right there. The difference on the reaction timer was 7,000ths of a second. Didn't really play a role in the race. Cummings wins it. He goes 679 on the 76, 81 on the 77 for Jimmy. Add up all the numbers, put them down at the finish line stripe. They were 8,000ths of a second apart. Advantage, Team Mosier, Team Cummings, Team Louisiana. I still haven't figured out which one's the chosen one and which one's the golden child, but I'm working on that. That's my goal in life. If I figure that out, then the next thing I'll start working on is which one of the Harker sisters is which.